everybody. Welcome back to Lake Life Lowdown. I am Christina Segreti with the Fran Campbell team, Remax Lake of the Ozarks. Today I wanted to kind of highlight a local business that I think most of you all probably have come through these doors at least once or twice, and I am here with Jen Roberts, the co-owner of the Sanctuary Brewery and Event Center. So I threw in the Event Center because I think more people need to utilize this space because it is so cool. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Okay, there's not going to be any hesitation here. For listeners who haven't been here yet, I don't know why you haven't been here yet, but what is the Sanctuary Brewery and how did it begin? How did you guys decide to start this place?
Well, we were actually just going to do a tap room somewhere, and we're looking for property, and a couple of realtors said there is a church going up for sale, and I was like, well, that's an interesting concept, but they said the building space is great, parking lot is great, all the good things for an event center, bar. So we just came over here with no expectations, kind of checked it out. I walked in and I was like envisioning, I just like to do that. And I was envisioning what can we do with this space, because that is interesting. Yeah. Plus the pros and cons of opening in what was a church. Yeah. How will people feel about that? But we just kept looking around at different places, and we were going to have to gut buildings and basically start from the studs up. Yeah. And we didn't have time or the money tree out front to, yeah, do all that. So this place had great bones, and we just kind of took it and ran with it. And I realized that if the tap room was running a little slow, that I could pick up an event, yeah, and then that would kind of cover some expenses, yeah, and kind of offset what was going on. So we ended up buying a church. So
it's like that movie, We Bought a Zoo, but instead we bought a church.
We bought a church. But it's been fantastic. And actually the congregation that was in here is still coming in here on Sundays. We're having them come back and use it on Sundays.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's still church here on Sunday, but a brewery during the rest of the time.
All right.
An event venue.
What inspired you guys to even open a brewery? Were you doing home stuff or?
That's interesting. We kind of hopped into it. We used to homebrew prior to moving here, and then we owned a resort for a while.
Okay.
And I needed to get out of that business.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, what if we did this? We really liked that. We both love beer. We both can agree on beer. The one thing we can agree on.
I should mention Jen co-owns the Sanctuary with her husband, Brian.
Yes.
So when they say agree on beer, that's, yeah. At least you got that.
Exactly. We got that one. No, I'm just kidding. So basically we said, well, what if we just opened like a tap room and brewed, and we just went from there.
Okay.
So no real backstory.
Did you see it becoming as such a unique spot? Like, I remember when this place first opened, people were so like, it used to be a church. It used to be a church. Did you think that would be a bigger deal than what it ended up being, or did you think it was?
I thought I was going to run into more obstacles with that, with people not being comfortable with me using the space the way I am. But honestly, this is just a building. We bought the building.
Yeah.
Granted, there is church on Sundays, but I bought the building. And there's so many repurposed church now, like all over the United States. So it's not unusual. Yeah. It's a little bit unusual, but,
Yeah. Well, so every business has that, like, oh my gosh, what were we thinking? What did we do moment? Have you guys had that here? Or is it on its way, knock on wood?
I think when we get a little bit slow in certain months, we're like, oh, what did we do? Because you're trying to figure out, okay, now I got to figure out another event or something to do. And I wasn't used to coming up with events. That's a whole new avenue for me, too.
Yeah.
So we kind of really dove into an interesting.
You're kind of carving your own path here.
Yes, pretty much.
Well, so, okay, you mentioned the off-season. Let's just jump right into it. Yeah. If you're a small business owner here at the Lake of the Ozarks, is that still something that affects people as much as it used to back in the day? I mean, in the off-season, it closed October.
I believe it does. I think the lake has been a little bit slower the last couple of years. That's just my opinion. Yeah. However, we get the people that were on the lake all summer, all the regulars and the locals back. So fall and winter's kind of nice for me because all my locals come back to me.
Kind of evens you out a little bit.
It does even me out a little bit.
How do you guys stay motivated in the off season when business slows down?
That's a good question. Basically, I just have to start really using my head on events. And every month I try now to have an event of some sorts to keep us motivated and moving and people through here so that we're still in people's, we're still in their eye or whatever you want to say.
You guys have a series that you created, and I think I remember catching on to it in the beginning of the summer where it was like farm to table stuff,
Yes.
and then like Tuesday because you guys don't do just like peanuts and pretzels
No.
around here. You guys do like kind of some gourmet stuff.
Right.
So was there something that like inspired that idea, or?
I just wanted to be a little bit different,
Yeah.
step outside the box a little bit. I mean, you can get so many hamburgers and whatever, and I'm not putting anybody
No,
down.
yeah.
Like, that's normal bar food and bar wings and all that. But I just kind of wanted to change it up and offer a few healthier options as well, too, because, it's always nice. But just something different that kind of catches people's attention.
Farm to table, like that's really like sticking your foot into the community and being like, hey, let's find some people who live locally to help us get some
Right.
stuff going here. Was there somebody that you wanted to partner with in particular when you were doing that, or did you just want to find as many vendors as you could?
My chef consultant, Ozark Epicurean, Carissa Renner, she does that for me, and she's got a real network with the farm to table and the community of farmers in the area, and even people that are outside our area that she's brought cheeses in. She's brought all kinds of different things that she's sourced from people she's just networked with being a chef. So
this kind of trickles all the way into the entire community and like surrounding areas.
yes.
Then.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something in particular that you were hoping that would come out of that? Like, do you have people that show up just on Tuesdays to try your Tuesday menu, or?
I guess we have a few extras, but it's just people are more consistent with stopping in and seeing us and,
Just to see what's
and
going
getting
on.
the word out. And
Yeah.
we've gotten a lot more newer faces too from it. So
That's cool.
yeah,
You guys have a lot of events though that you do, like outside of just those things. You do host quite a few things. Like you guys just had Oktoberfest. I hear her chuckle. So let's talk about Oktoberfest because that's
Yes.
a big deal for a brewery, I'm sure.
yes. And I didn't know how it was going to go this year because it rained.
Yeah.
So we had to bring it indoors. That was a whole new experience. But we had 3 bands, and we had room packed of people, and we even sourced the other spaces to do it. Had a few extra vendors this year, clothing vendors and some food vendors. So
Cool.
it really turned out nice. We got a good crowd, and of course we had our race for Wonderland Camp. They were actually able to run, thank heavens.
That was good.
In between lightning strikes. No, I'm just kidding. But
Do you guys have, because you do the fun run before Oktoberfest actually
Yeah.
kicks off, do you guys have a lot of participants in that?
This year there was a little less, but I think the weather was
Yeah.
a deterrent.
Yeah.
Not knowing if they were going to be able to actually run. So
True. Was it your idea to partner up with Wonderland Camp, or did they reach out to you?
a friend of mine had put a little bug in my ear about them, and so then we went from there.
So I know that as somebody who is a part of Remax Lake of the Ozarks, we partnered with you guys for
Right.
the Chiefs and Chili Cookoff. We've done that for 3 years now.
3 years, yes.
Those kind of things, they really kind of just unite the community. I mean, Remax did that for their charitable organization. Do you see more events like that happening around the area?
I feel like there is a
Yeah.
lot of that going on. I mean, you hear about it at Encore, the wineries. There's different, they're doing different community events.
Is it easy to partner with other businesses?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think everybody just wants to help.
Yes, especially small businesses. We all want to kind of keep each other going.
Is there anything that inspires like your choice for your menu?
I brought some of the southern flair because we lived in Oxford, Mississippi for like 8 years, and so like my the meat and cheese board is something that was down south. So there's
Gotcha.
just weird little things like that I miss from down there and brought back here. So
Yeah, anytime I go to New Hampshire, I always get upset because there's no way to get biscuits and gravy. And the one time I ordered it at a restaurant, someone gave me brown gravy with it, and I was like, no, that's not how you make this.
this isn't right.
They were just so confused, and so I was like, okay, now I understand why you were confused. 'Cause you put brown gravy on my biscuits. what advice would you give to somebody who's wanting to start a business here at the lake? Just a small business, doesn't even necessarily have to be another brewery.
I mean, I think a thing that would be really good is to even just go in and talk to another small business owner.
Yeah.
And get some ideas and some vision from them on, or just, they can tell you the pros and cons, kind of.
Yeah.
Because we jumped in and, you learn as you go. And sometimes I wish I had known a few things prior to jumping in.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Live and learn, I guess. Well, I have some kind of like out of the box questions for you. So if the Sanctuary Brewery were a person, what kind of personality would they have?
Oh, man. I'd say friendly, welcoming.
Kind of feel like Norm from Cheers.
Yes, it's very Cheers here. We know so many of the people now. We know them by name. I know stuff about their families. I know what's going on with them.
Yeah.
But I care. I mean, I really enjoy the people that come in here. So I think that's...
It's not just a brewery. It's more like
it's like a family.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that have come in here that have made friendships just from being in here that go outside of here.
That's cool.
And I'll hear about, we went over to so-and-so's house or did this. And,
all right.
So.
What's one flavor that you always wanted to brew with but have been too scared to try?
Oh, we were going to do Sugar Babies, the candy.
Oh.
We're going to do, I think, a stout or a porter with that, and it's still in the back. So we'll see if we get that out or not.
What's the weirdest one you've done so far, or in your opinion?
Oh my gosh! Oh, smoked horseradish.
Oh.
It tasted like ham. Oh God. It tasted like ham. And people drank it. And then we had our chocolate milk stout, and we had these other beers, and I was like, you could have dinner right here. It's just.
What's that soda that does the weird Thanksgiving? Jones soda?
Oh, Jones soda.
Yeah.
That's what you could have had here for a while. We had a horseradish beer.
Get drunk off dinner.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest customer request you ended up loving?
Okay, so we had some girls come through that were in a bachelorette party, and they said, do you guys have any Country Time lemonade? No. And they said, well, if you rim, the glass of like the Easy Blonde or something like that, with that, they're like, we'll stay, we'll hang out. So Brian went and got Country Time lemonade. And we're still rimming beers with Country Time lemonade, and it's called batch style. So
nice.
If somebody comes in and wants the blueberry kolsch or the cranberry wheat with like a rim, we can do that with the Country Time, and it's actually really good.
All right.
As bizarre as it's...
Bring your weird requests to the Sanctuary Brewery, and they'll honor them for you.
Yes.
What's your perfect day off at the lake?
I really enjoy being on the lake, just floating in the lake or just chilling on a boat and having snacks and some cocktails with my friends, family. That works.
So that ties into my next question, which is coffee or cocktail to start the day?
I don't drink coffee, but I'm not really boozing it early in the morning. I guess if I had a mimosa or something.
Mimosa or Bloody Mary?
Oh, tough. I like both of those. Probably mimosa, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let that one go. Favorite local restaurant besides your own?
We really enjoy Michael's Steak Chalet. I love their steak.
Okay.
I think it's great. So, fantastic.
All right. Well, now you have a new recommendation. Go try that place.
Yeah.
Go-to comfort food. I know you said
I love Southern food. If
now, are we talking like collard greens and
I love
turkey
all that.
necks? And
no turkey necks. No. I don't go that far. But good old Southern food. But it's that or Italian food are my favorite foods. So
okay. What's one word to describe lake life?
Interesting.
I was not expecting that one.
No,
beach day or boat day?
Beach day.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I'm a beach kid. Sorry, lake folks.
Favorite seasonal beer? Shandy, ale, stout, IPA?
I really enjoy shandy in the summer.
Yeah. I can only I've had a few dark beers. They're not for me. I can only drink light beers, and there is one beer that I drink here every time, and I never remember the name of it, but you always get it for me, and it's in a can.
The Montucky.
Yep, that one. That's
the Montucky cold snack. Yep.
That's the good one. What's the can't miss beer and dish combo?
Beer, everybody seems to like either our dad bought stout an awful lot, or our amber, our red's really popular. Sorry, I could run off the list here. As far as food, both of our charcuterie boards I think are different. They have some, but I think the Southern Man one is different because it's sausages that are with barbecue sauce and pickled vegetables and crackers and cheeses, and I just think that's different with the pickled vegetables and everything.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I was here one time and you guys had this artichoke dip.
Yes.
Man, that stuff is fire. What do you see growth-wise for the Sanctuary? Like, do you want bigger and more events here, or do you see a second location, or do you...
Oh. I just want to work with this one for a while. We got to get this one running the way I want it to. But I definitely can see more events, and we're trying to beef that side up. And I'm getting help from people who work with me, which is fantastic.
Cool.
To help me when I don't have all the time in the world.
Are you thinking more events like Oktoberfest, or are you thinking more events like...
No, like I have one coming up that I'm going to do in November. I don't quite have it all put together, but it's going to be a pie social, to raise money for one of the pantries in town. And I actually have an artist that donated pie plates, and I didn't bring her name with me, and I apologize. But I'll have her info the night of, and I'm going to post her name and everything. But you basically will come in, and part of the money that you give us, you actually go home with a plate that she's made. So,
awesome.
And then we'll have a pie social. I haven't figured all the dates out yet on that.
If you give me some information, I'll definitely put that up on the episode description.
Yeah.
And that way people can...
But I definitely want to do something for the pantries now that we know that everything is...
The benefits and stuff are stopping.
It's really, really tough right now for a lot of people.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'd like to do something with that.
Well, all right then. Yeah. So you can get in touch with Jen here at the Sanctuary Brewery, and I will let you tell people where you are located and where they can find you.
So we're located at 5716 Osage Beach Parkway, over by Culver's and the little race car. We're right next door to the
go-karts right next door.
And Facebook, Sanctuary Brewery.
Definitely follow them on Facebook,
because that's where we post most of our stuff. I'm old school. We're going to get there. I'm going to start doing better with Instagram and TikTok and all the glorious things.
That's my downfall as well. I don't think I've done one video on TikTok, and I've had it for probably over a year now. I'm not great at it.
I know.
All right. Well, all right. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to another episode, and as always, stay anchored, friends. All right.
and delete it.